Good day folks, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore 64 and we're looking at a game we've already looked at on the ZX Spectrum, so let's see how this one differs. It's Pakacuda, published by Comm Data Computer House in 1982. That's interesting. The Spectrum version was by Rabbit Software in 1983, a year later, maybe they're connected. Anyway, it's a Pacman sort of clone, based on the arcade character from Namco in 1980. Instead of being chased by ghosts, this time you're chased by octopuses because it's all set underwater. You control a fish, there we go, that white one, a Pakacuda. He's eating other fish. We eat these electric eels, that works as a sort of like a power pill. This is a bit weird. Okay, now the sounds are interesting. The ZX Spectrum version did feel like... I've died. The ZX Spectrum version did feel like it was underwater with a nice blue theme. This is black, though it's got like a mauvey blue sort of like border. But the maze is completely different to the Spectrum version, and yeah, I'm not 100% liking this. I thought I'd like it straight away. Anyway, if you had this game back in the day, let me know. Maybe it'll grow on me. The Spectrum version, the mazes didn't change at all as you went through. So set of 4 goes for octopi. Now, if you go octopuses, if you have this game back in the day, let me know. It says fish left in the bottom right one. I think in the Spectrum version it said men left, so it's got that correct. So it's all about eating fish. Fish, 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 eating fish. Right, come on, big nose. Or big fish got a big nose? I don't think so. So it's game over already. So hopefully I'll complete one maze. It seems more difficult than that other version that I mentioned. Packacuda, the likelihood is that you've never heard of this game at all. But anyway, it takes Pacman. It tried to do something a little bit different by setting it underwater, but this doesn't feel as underwater as it could do. Maybe they should do a scuba dive version. You know that game by Jarrell Software where you're a scuba diver going round? That would be quite nice. And a big octopus turns out every now and again and you're being chased by, I don't know, other fish or clams or something. That would be quite nice. Put your favourite Pacman game below and tell me why it's your favourite Pacman game. Does it change the theme? Does it do something special? Now, this fish is a bit of a chomper. I've heard of a barracuda, heard of Pacman, but I've never heard of a Pakacuda. If you're a Pakacuda fish, comment below somehow by typing the keys with your dorsal fins. Now, these reviews, not dorsal, it'll be pectoral fins, won't it? Now, these reviews aren't about expert game players, you can quite clearly see, but I've chomped through those guys. It's about seeing how you would have got on the game your first and second go. Would it be instantly playable, or would you have been so frustrated you never would have played it again? Now, this has got some sort of play, but I wouldn't like to pay any serious money for the thing. I would prefer to play the original Pacman, but this is okay for a change. The maze sometimes is a bit hard to navigate around. There's a few dead ends, a bit, yeah, see, a few dead ends. It could have been designed a little bit better in that respect. Parts of the maze don't seem fully closed off at all. They seem a bit ambiguous where you're going to go. The mazes are completely different to the Spectrum version. Well, I say mazes, it's maze singular and it's game over again. I've only been playing a few minutes. Anyway, there's not much there to keep you occupied, but it loads quite quick. Pakacuda. Yes, not many people would have owned this, I don't think. So I don't know what the connection between Comm Data Computer House and Rabbit Software is. Maybe they're the same company. If you know, put in the information below. Rabbit Software did a few basic games in the early 80s on the ZX Spectrum. Not quite sure what that influence was on the Commodore 64. Or maybe Comm Data outsourced the game to Rabbit Software, because although it's a similar idea, the games are a bit different. The only similarity is a fish going around eating other fish being chased by octopuses. The maze are different, the sound is different, the colours are different, the display on the right hand side is different as well. So, you know, it's almost as if they phoned up and said, this is what the sort of game is like, you go and program it, but I'm not showing you any of the graphics or anything. I think, oh, fair enough. Imagine if Super Mario was different on all systems. Mario Kart, that would be, yes. There's not enough variety here. I don't think it's a game I would have gone back to. If I got it free on a tape, I would have loaded it up every now and again, I think. But there's other better games you could be playing and wasting your time on. So, okay, without being original, well, so it's got some originality being underwater, but okay, but it doesn't really push it as far as it could do compared to some other Commodore 64 titles, or indeed some other clones. I didn't mind the Spectrum version really, but maybe it's because I played that one first. I'm being a little bit biased on this one. If you love the game, comment below. If you hate the game, comment below, but let me know why. Why'd you hate it? Why'd you love it? Yeah, good. Good, I'm running out of things to say already, and that's unusual for me. So that means the game must be a little bit boring. Normally, I can talk forever for the cost of a fish finger, but you know, yeah, fish don't have fingers. That's flawed, isn't it? What's going on there? I'm not sure if the fish fingers. See, I found something to talk about now. I'm not sure if fish fingers are a UK phenomenon or they sell them elsewhere. It's like a bar of fish. If you're outside the UK, you can buy a fish finger or something that's equally a bar of fish but under a different name. Then comment below. Bar of fish. Right, we're eating green fish. They're not swimming away. They never swim away. The maize never changes colour. The fish don't change colour. The electric eels look quite sparkly. But when you've got that, the octopus don't really flash too much. It's just got that sound that goes over the top, and then the evil chasers turn up near the end. Yeah, octopus are supposed to be quite clever, aren't they? They don't seem to be too clever here. Now they've all got eaten by a Pakacuda fish. Right, now can I get another maze done? See, yeah, it's not the most navigatable, if that is indeed a word, a maze in the world. I've covered a few, covered dozens of Pac-Man clones on various different systems. There, I mean, my favourite's always going to be, you know what I'm going to say already, my favourite is Pacmania on the Commodore Amiga. The Sega Mega Drive version wasn't so bad as well. That looks very, very similar. I don't know if it came out on the Super Nintendo, I'll have to check that one out. But I wouldn't mind a 3D version of Pakacuda with a jumping fish. It'd be like flying fish, then that would be quite good to see. But alas, it's never ever going to happen, ever. I don't think. Never say never. Homebrews are getting better all the time. Compilers are getting better all the time. Maybe they'll do it, but I think it's just the code is just a little bit too complicated. When it comes to homebrews, the majority of the games are platformers derived from AGD, Arcade Game Designer, or mods from the various the creators, Jet Set, William Mannett Minor, level designers. They're mostly from there. I do like the racing games, but they're few and far between. The puzzle games are there too. The best on the scene seem to be Zosnia. They can go their own way, design their own systems. But yes, if you've got the time, I'd love to have the time available to use one of those existing ones, a platform and stuff. Tough to make it original now, but if I had the time, I'd do it. I'd certainly make a Jet Set Willy, sort of like different levels or Mannett Minor if I had the time. But I don't have the time. It must take ages to sign all the graphics and make it just so, and do your music. I probably have to outsource the music, I suppose. Certainly wouldn't be a Pakacuda room. It's the Pakacuda room. Right. There you go. Those octopi are running for the hills. I don't know what their names are. Squiggly Diddly or someone like that. What's the name of that? What's that name of that octopus in SpongeBob SquarePants? I've forgotten it. You probably know. Someone's going to put it below. They'll put the octopus in SpongeBob SquarePants. It's not Squiggly Diddly, is it? Maybe it's Squidler. Maybe he's a squid. Maybe he isn't an octopus. You know. Well, what's the score? 79660. Get points for eating fish. But there's no progression in this game. I don't know if it's getting slightly quicker from a maze to maze, but it's not actually going anywhere. It's the same maze. It's the same fish. It's the same octopuses. I think that was a complaint of a recent ZX Spectrum Pacman clone I covered as well. It needs to go somewhere. It can't just do the basics and not take you anywhere. Like, even just change the colour of the maze or have 3 or 4 different mazes in the set. There was enough memory to be able to do that, but for some reason they didn't. They must have thought, yep, that's good enough for us. My favourite one, I don't know if did it come out on Commodore 64? I don't know, I might have reviewed it on that. It's Beatlemania. I love that one. Well, strictly speaking, that's not really a Pac-Man clone, is it? It's not really a Pac-Man clone. If you're liking your Commodore 64 stuff, we've reviewed quite a lot of games now. Not as much as some systems, but getting on a bit. They're all in the playlist. Click on my username, take you to the channel page, and click on the playlist tab. There'll be Commodore 64 there, along with a lot of other stuff. So pick the system that you want to have a look at. Thank you to the subscribers. If you haven't already, please can subscribe for me. That helps the channel grow. If you like this kind of super rubbish, and a massive thank you as usual to the members keeping this thing running. How many games have we reviewed in total on the channel? Well, probably over 3,000. Yes, there we go. maybe even 4,000. I don't know. I'd have to count. So if everyone watched those videos every day, I don't think it's possible time-wise, but everyone on the internet tried to watch them every day, I'd be full-time and I'd probably be a millionaire. But that doesn't happen like that, does it? The advertising revenue will probably do it. Then I'll be super cool. Right, I've done it. And what we get for rewarded for that? The same maze again, but ever so slightly quicker. It's a quicker swimmer this turn. You know already, don't you, if you want to play this or not? I'm guessing most people won't want to play it, but a few people might play it just for 1 or 2 goes and never go back to the thing. But what you've seen in this video is everything the game has to offer. It's got one walk gate there in the middle, from going from one side to another. It's got that sound when you get the power pills, getting the electric eels. That's it. Nothing more to be said, really. Pakacuda, average, nice idea. But yes, prefer the Spectrum version better. But you know, if you play this one first, you might prefer this one to the Spectrum version. It was more underwater watery, and that's what it's trading on. There being a different theme to the original Pac-Man. I suppose you could say it's in the depths of the water and it's black, so that's, you could say that Scuba Dive had a black background, didn't it, really? And it's got a mauve blue border, as I said before, so maybe one fish left, and then it's Doomsville. But we won't be having another go, you might be glad to hear. So thank you if you got it to the end of the video there. So that was Pakacuda on the Commodore 64, published by Comm Data Computer House in 1982, a year before Rabbitsoft's Spectrum version 83, might be the same company, do not know. Yes, if you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.